Next question, what is namespace? What is namespace? Namespace is a name given to a set of functions. So namespace is name given to a group of functions. So why are you giving this name? Why you give is, suppose for example there is a group of functions related to display or console, and there is a group of functions related to printer, suppose, and there may be some functions which have the same name in both. For example, print, there is a function called print. It will just send a string in the console or display group. It sends a string to console or display. In the printer group, it sends to printer. So in the console group, this function present. I will rewrite this. There are two groups of functions. One is console group, the other one is printer group. So console group has some functions, printer group has some more functions. One function which is common, common means. So a function called print, and here also there is a function called print. This will send, or we can say display, a string, whereas in the printer group this will print a string on the printer. So purpose is similar. Console is displaying on console, whereas here it is printing on a printer. So purpose is similar but not exactly same, but the name is same. Suppose I am using both the groups of functions. Now I included this group, I included this group. If I say printer, we call printer function with the message welcome. This message, it should be displayed on screen or printed, because I have two functions, print functions. One is console function, one is printer. So which function is this? Should it display it or print on printer? Confusion, clash. So to differentiate that, this group of functions is given a name. I can say that name is, we can say, okay, display. The name I give is display, and this one, this group of functions, I will give printer names. So this display, printer, they are the names given to the group of functions. These two are called namespaces. Namespaces. So this history, we will do small example. So now we have two namespaces, display and printer. So how do we define them? Namespace, display. This is how I define a namespace display, opening brace. Now define the functions. There are many functions, but we define what is our interest, that is print. Void print, maybe character star string or message. So what will it do? It will display message on console. This is the function of display namespace. Now the other namespace, namespace printer. Namespace printer, opening brace. Now I define here this print function of printer, void printer char star message. What will it do? It says it will display, it will print cout print string. So this is the function definition, namespace closed with closing bracket. So this is namespace display. We have only defined one function. There may be multiple functions in that. And this is the namespace printer. Here also we defined only the that function. Other functions may be there. So this is how two functions with the same name but different purposes are segregated into two different namespaces. So this is display namespace, this is printer namespace. This is how namespaces are created for functions with the same name. Now how they are used? How are they used? Now to use it, I think you must have come across one statement called using namespace std. This will be there in every C++ program. What is this? Using namespace std. So here this std is a namespace, built-in namespace, predefined namespace. This we have cin, cout and many more definitions. So since we are using cin, cout in every program, we need to specify this namespace std. std is the built-in or predefined namespace in which contains the definitions of cin and cout. Since we are using these two in every program, we need to use this namespace. So how do you use it? By this statement, using namespace std. That's how you use a namespace. Let's say you specify this. So once you specify this, then you go on using cin, cout. Suppose you don't specify, suppose comment it out, then if you cout welcome end line. Without this statement, using namespace std, if you write cout welcome end line, then compiler says cout not defined, end line not defined in the scope. Because these two are defined in namespace std, here cout and end line also std scope resolution end line. You have to do like this. You have to specify cout is in std namespace and end line is also in std namespace. If you don't say this statement, but if you say using namespace std, then you don't need to specify std. So because you are in the std namespace, cout is already defined in the scope. This is how we use namespaces. Now let us see how we use our namespaces. That is, since we are using cin, cout, this statement has to be there, one thing. Then how to use our print statement? If I say using namespace, okay, let's go inside the main, we'll go. Inside main, using namespace display. If I say using namespace display and this string is displayed, because we are using display namespace, the printer, the print displays namespace, displays message or string, whatever. Instead of this, if I say using namespace printer, using namespace printer, then I call this function print welcome. Now we are using printer namespace, therefore this will be printed. Prints message, whatever message. So this is how we can use either that namespace or this namespace. Now suppose I am not doing this namespace, I can directly also say scope resolution print welcome. So I am directly specifying display scope resolution print means I am using namespace display. So this function is, it will display message on console. If I say printer print, printer scope resolution print welcome. This is from printer namespace, so this will print message instead of display. So this way also we can directly specify the namespace here with scope resolution operator. Like this also we can do. So this is the story behind namespaces.